Nobody, nobody can hear me. Wow, I don't know what the hell's going on, man. Hold on one second. Can y'all hear me now? What about now? Oh, okay. Damn, man, I'm sitting up here talking, and y'all ain't heard nothing I said. All right, so check this out, man. Y'all. First of all, let me start all over again, man. Salute to Curtis Anderson, man. I want to give a special dedication. Shout out to Kurt, man. We lost a heavy hitter. In the boxing community, man. And that was a major piece, man. Kurt was an honorable brother honorable and a knowledgeable brother in the boxing community, man. Had the honor and the pleasure of sharing the panel with him on OG Boxing Talk. He done been on my panel a couple of times. I done been around with him on other panels. So, salute to Kurt, man. And we definitely gonna miss you, big bro. You definitely was one of the original senseis of the boxing community. So now let's move on, man. Let's go ahead and proceed on with the show. So now I had a question to ask y'all. First of all, man, what y'all thought about Keith Thurman's performance last night? Do y'all think he's ready? Do y'all think he's ready for the top, level welterweights again? What's y'all assessment of Keith Thurman last night? That's my question to y'all. So I can go ahead and proceed with the show and tell y'all what I think. So if y'all could please give your boy a thumbs up. Jot down what y'all thought about Keith Thurman last night. Keith one time Thurman Jr. And let me know what y'all thoughts is on Keith Thurman. So we can go ahead and converse on the subject here. Please and thank y'all. And salute to IMO in the building. IMO says, what's good, Trav? Yeah, Thurman's back all right. Couldn't stop or drop a lightweight. Oh yeah, he's worthy. LOL. L Dub said, what's good? What's good with you, L Dub? Emma Johnson. Can't hear you. What's good though, folks? Now we got this volume back right. Cobra Head Sports and Entertainment. What's good, bro? IMO like to pick with you in the trap, bud. Yes, what's up? That's what's up. That's way back in 2000, what, 16, I want to say. Yeah, that was 16 when I seen Bud at the Pacquiao and the Bradley 3 fight. Um, Let me see what else. Okay. All Stop Sports. What's good? Monty Brown, my boy MOB in the building. What's good with you, Monty Brown? Much love to you too, All Stop Sports. Man, yeah, I'm good, bro. I just been busy, man. Just been busy. Grinding, man. Just been grinding. It's kind of it's hard trying to, cause see, I run my own little business, so I be real tied up, man. Really tied up. So that's what I been doing, man. So just in case everybody wondering, I'm good. I just been grinding. That's it. Been on the grind. Uh, Let me see what Monty Brown said. He says I respected the performance overall, but overall he's the same Thurman, the front runner. First 6 rounds he's dangerous for anybody, but the last 6 rounds he's vulnerable in that body and his killer here. Yeah, absolutely. No doubt, All Star Sports, no doubt, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. I was waiting on my man, Hollywood Mark to come on the show, man. I don't know what's up with him. They boy, real quick. Y'all hold on one second for me, real quick. But I'm gonna tell y'all what I think here in a minute. So y'all just chill out for 1 second. So we're gonna talk about Keith Thurman, man. We definitely gonna talk about it. Yeah, sorry about that, fellas. I'm back. All right, so Emmett Johnson, you said I think Thurman only choice is to chase Spence and Bud. If he doesn't, he'd be stuck with Anderson Ortiz. Not sure if he beats any of those four. Well, I don't believe Keith Thurman is going to allow himself to fight a Anderson or Virgil Ortiz. To be honest with y'all, I don't foresee that. I think Keith Thurman is not going to put himself in a position like that. You know, to be knocked off by one of them them little young dogs like that. I think Keith Thurman is going to take his chances cashing out with one of the top dogs. You know, that's just the way I see it. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, but Keith Thurman, he ain't gonna be in there with one of those guys. The payday ain't gonna be worth it. It just ain't gonna, the risk ain't gonna be worth the reward, man. So, you know, yo, you on here, Mark?
Yeah, what's going on, brethren? How's the chat?
Yo,
What's going on, brethren? How's the
I
chat?
can't hear you, bro. You got your thing on mute,
Got my thing on.
but nah, you on mute, bro. I can't hear you.
You hear me now?
But just come on in, say something whenever you get your volume right. But
You hear me now?
as far as like Keith Thurman, like last night, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My opinion on Keith Thurman. Well, I'm gonna let Mark tell y'all first what his opinion is. Mark, what's up? What's up with your volume, bro? What's good?
Me. You hear me?
I don't know what's wrong with your volume, bro.
Do you hear me? What the world?
Y'all can hear him? Can y'all hear me? Monty,
Can
can
you hear
y'all hear
me?
me? Somebody let me know if y'all can hear me.
Can you hear me?
Yo, damn, I can't hear him though. That's crazy. That's weird. That's so weird. Hold on, man. Hello?
Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
All right. What's
All
going on,
right,
brethren?
damn. All right, just chilling, man. Good, man. So you tell me first. We're gonna start with you, bro. Mr. Dub 20, J Dub 20, TX. What's good with you? Dion Williams, what's good, fam? That's what's up. Now we back now. So check this out, bro. I'm gonna
Hmm.
let you start off with your assessments of what you thought about Keith Thurman last night, and I'm gonna let you tell the chat of what you thought. I'm gonna let you go ahead and take the show.
Well, I think Keith Thurman, he looked average, so to speak. You know what I mean? He still can't take it to the body, definitely. You know, Barrios hurt him a couple of times to the body, seeing that got, gassed out when he got hit to the body. So he still got those problems, even though he claims to do about 800 sit ups a day. You know what I mean? So he looked average. I don't think that you got to see him against a real welterweight, because going against Barrios, that really didn't prove anything. All that did was probably stir up the talk about Keith Thurman versus Tank again, because that's how we got to Barrios in the first place. Remember, I was talking about that in the last chat about all that Keith Thurman talk about versus Tank is only to introduce Barrios versus Thurman, and then it happened.
Yeah, I remember. I'm listening.
And I was talking about that in August. you know. So they kind of trying to, I think, make a Tinker versus Thurman fight at a catch weight. And I think that's why Keith Thurman came in at 145 to show that he can actually make a catch weight. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's really my assessment of Keith Thurman because it really didn't show nothing like to match up against a welterweight. It showed up more that he would match up against someone if he came in at a catch weight like 145. So I don't see him in any of the rankings in the top 15. So that tells me pretty much that Keith Thurman is probably trying to get some kind of money fight. And that money fight, immediate money fight for him would be probably Tank. Because why would he fight Barrios in the first place? You know what I mean? What's the point?
yeah.
To introduce Barrios to the welterweight division after Barrios just got knocked out at 140? Makes no sense. So they go by storylines and timelines. So all of that Barrios fight came because it was supposed to be Tanker versus Keith Thurman. They kept on trying to make that fight, talking about making that fight how, and everybody's talking about how Tank will beat Thurman. So now this can introduce that fight at a catchweight.
So that's what you think the drill is. You think they trying to set up a Keith Thurman versus Tank fight
Yeah,
ultimately.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He has no purpose really at welterweight right now.
So you mean to tell me Keith Thurman right now, Keith Thurman is not like conversation worthy in the welterweight division right now. That's what you telling me.
He's worthy of it, but it's not. That's not what his. I don't see his aim being that. His aim, I think, is trying to get that Tank fight.
So you saying that Keith Thurman would risk damn near losing to a Tank, Javante Tank Davis, then losing to a Earl Spence or Terrence Crawford. You really think he'll take that risk?
Yeah, but it's less of a risk. Tank, Crawford and Spence will destroy him, and it will look embarrassing. I don't think Tank will destroy him. It would just be a fight.
Hmm.
But if you get knocked out, it will be embarrassing.
Hmm. Hold on, let me salute to the call get some shout outs to people in the chat real quick. D Style, what's up, my brother D Style? What's good with you, bro? Just chilling, man. Jimbo hashtag MOB. He said Thurman versus Broner is a big pay per view, and the
Oh
winner will be
yeah.
in line for a big title shot against EJ and Bud. The boxing historian 206. What's good, Trap House? What's good with you, fan, man? Man, it's so crazy because Barzini been asking for that Broner and Keith Thurman fight for a long time. He said that's the only thing. He said those are the only two. Those when it come down to those two, that's that's pretty much what they worth with each other. He's like they damage goods to pretty much how he put it. Like that's the only big fight them two have left that's worth
Yeah,
really actually.
that's a good fight.
But he's saying that's worth watching because he's saying that basically he don't think that Keith Thurman have been in match for Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford because of all them injuries and the layoffs and yada yada
Yep.
yada.
Hmm.
So, but I'm gonna have to say this, man. I'm gonna have to say this, and I know a lot of y'all is not gonna agree with. Kind of local sports was good with your fam. I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna agree with me, but I'm gonna go ahead and stick to my guns, and I'm gonna say this. I thought Keith Thurman actually looked pretty good, man. Last night. I thought he looked better than what I seen him look in a little while, man. You know, even though let's put this in perspective. I don't want to overlook this. Barrios is a 126 pound fighter. He started off with. I want everybody to understand this and be clear about this. You know, and yeah, he didn't knock out Barrios. He didn't drop him. Yeah, we can say that the gloves were too big, or the whatever hands still, whatever. I mean, it could be a lot of things factoring into that. And Barrios, you can say that Barrios moved up in weight and he got better punch resistance. I don't know. We don't know what the factors could be on that. But me personally, I thought Keith Thurman looked pretty good compared to what I seen him in the Josecito Lopez and but I can't say the Pacquiao fight because Pacquiao pushes to make him fight at a different pace. And now, as far as like Keith Thurman, dictating his pace, he doing what Keith do. Yeah, he looked good in terms of that. But as far as like him stepping up to the top level guys, I don't know. I still think Keith Thurman is still kind of dangerous in my opinion. I still see some dangers in Keith Thurman. Uh, yeah, he still is a front runner, like Monty said. Yeah, he still is a front runner, and that's the thing. Like when it's crunch time with his Keith, is he gonna be able to? He's not gonna be able to dictate that pace. He's not gonna be able to do what Keith do. Fighting spurts and all that because they're gonna keep the pressure on him from the beginning bell. So it's gonna be a different fight. Uh, but we can't. I ain't gonna count Keith Thurman out. I still want to see the fight. You know what I mean? Do I favor him to beat any of those guys? No. But do I think it'd be an interesting fight? Yeah. I mean, because at the end of the day, Keith Thurman can crack it. He may not, he may didn't drop Barrios and all that, but I seen that boy throwing that thunder last night, and Keith Thurman can crack. He still got some pressure. And also, the thing what I want to say is I liked his punch variation that he was that he was demonstrating last night. You know, uh, especially with the variation of the jab. The thing I like about Keith Thurman, I'm gonna tell you the truth is that Keith Thurman is not a pattern puncher. You understand what I'm saying? He's gonna mix his shots up in different ways, different angles. You don't know he don't throw the same punches over and over and over again. If you know, then that's what makes him dangerous, along with his movement and his IQ and all that other stuff. So to me, I still think Keith Thurman is somewhat dangerous. I want to see them fights. I don't want to see it next. But we all know what I want to see next. But I think Keith Thurman is still somewhat dangerous, man. I ain't gonna just write him off like that. You know what I mean? I think he did wear those 10-ounce gloves because his hands was hurt. I'm hearing that he hurt his hands again last night. So, and that's the thing with Keith. Like he got so many. He got the deck stacked against him so high to where it's kind of hard to like really just not write him off because of the injuries and this that and other. But all in all, I thought he looked pretty good last night. And I thought Barrios, it's his first fight at welterweight. I thought he did pretty good. He didn't do bad. For fighting a guy like Keith Thurman. So what you think about that, Mark?
Yeah, Keith Thurman. I think he did what he pretty much was predicted to do. Against Barrios, because Barrios didn't have that experience at welterweight, and Keith Thurman was on a much higher level than Barrios. So he did what he's supposed to had done. He looked good. Except for I seen that he still can't take it to the body. You know, he has to do something with a dietitian or something, and that will probably help him. Maybe a nutritionist or something, because his body is weak when he gets hit in that body.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine
Let me.
Earl Spence coming after him like that. After he get, oh, it would be. I think Earl Spence would destroy him worse than Crawford, though. That's in my opinion.
Explain why.
the relentless body punching and staying on his ass, Keith Thurman won't be able to do anything because of those body punches. If he can divert Earl Spence from them body punches, he'll be straight because he got good movement, and good pivoting. Earl Spence pivoting has diminished a little bit, in my opinion. You know, you didn't see the way he pivoted during the time of the Danny Garcia fight. It was not the same. He didn't have the same timing of his pivots. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was a little more slower, less had less sharpness to it. So
yeah,
if Keith Thurman can keep him away from that body, then it would be a good fight. But
yeah.
Earl Spence
Oh
is
yeah, and
relentless body puncher. It would be hard for Keith Thurman, man. That would be a good matchup, though.
yeah. And if anybody want to salute to the, want to donate to the channel, man. The link is in the description box for the Cash App. So feel free if you want to. That'd be cool. If not, oh well. But yeah. So let me go to this chat and read off some of these comments too. Jimbo hashtag MOB says Thurman was coming off a 3-year layoff and multiple injuries. Barrios was a lot bigger and stronger at 147. Overall, Thurman shut Barrios out and hurt him several times. I agree with that. He says, Jimbo again, he says Spence couldn't blow out fat lightweight and Mikey and did no better against Porter than Thurman did. Why is it a given that Spence will crush Thurman? Thurman still the best opponent Spence will fight. For right now, yeah, but besides Bud, absolutely. He said Thurman needs another good tune-up in Broner. Thurman versus Broner would still be a good fight. Yeah, it'd be a big fight. Yeah. Be
That's an
Unique
excellent
316
fight.
says salute Trap House. Kenneth Johnson says salute to y'all too. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's why I say I'm not writing off Keith because we don't know what'll happen in that fight, man. I mean, the thing about Barrios could have made it tougher for Keith if he'd have put some pressure on Keith. He didn't put no pressure on Keith. And I understand what people saying about like Errol Spence, it's gonna he's gonna get the Keith's body and all that, but I just don't think it's gonna be as easy as people say it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be that easy, man. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I want to see the fight. Styles make fights, man, and I think
Oh yes.
with Keith Aqua style, go ahead. Would you hold on? I think with Keith Aqua style, man, I think that he can cause some problems with against Earl Spence and Bud, bro. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. That's just I always thought that Keith Thurman was a real tough fight for Bud,
hmm
stylistically wise,
hmm
you know. But go ahead, what was you gonna say?
No, I was agreeing. I was actually agreeing. I was saying the same
Yeah,
thing, but that Thurman versus Brunner will actually put Keith Thurman on that level where the crowds would know him. The people would start to notice him outside of
yeah,
boxing, the casuals and stuff.
yeah. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm right here, man. Don't know, the average person in Florida don't even know Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman ain't even known out here like that. You
Mm,
understand what I'm saying?
okay.
So, you got more people out here know Earl Spence and Bud versus Keith Thurman, and they really don't know none of them niggas like that. They
hmm
know, some of them know Earl Spence and Bud, but a lot of them don't know no damn Keith Thurman. I'm just gonna be all the way honest with you. They got to be in the boxing to know who Keith Thurman is.
Wow.
And yeah, I'm just being honest with you. Don't know Keith Thurman out here. You ask somebody out here, you can ask a random 100 people out here. I don't give a damn where you ask them at. Do they know Keith Thurman? I can probably guarantee you might get 10. You might get 10 people that say they know Keith Thurman. And
Mhm.
that's being nice.
Wow.
That's
That's
being I can't make this up, bro.
in his own
That's
state.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Real spill. But I think now if Keith Thurman gonna take another get him ready fight, I think Broner would be the route to go because it'd be safe. You know, Broner been on the layoff. We already know
Mhm.
Broner won't let his hands go, but he might let him go on Keith for some apparently reason. He might let him go on Keith Thurman ass. I think that'd be a real good fight, man. I think
I
it.
know
I
the
think
press
Keith.
conference would be off the chain.
Oh yeah. Oh
Man,
yeah.
that'd be the best press conference in a while, man.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, Keith Thurman sitting up there trying to call Adrian Bourne a boy and all this whole other stuff. And, you know, yeah, it'd just be a whole bunch of stuff. You know, Adrian Broner going in on Keith. And it'll be a good one. The press conference would be that'd be lit. It'd be classical. I think.
Now I don't
I
know
think
if
it'd be classical.
they would do that because Adrian Brunner been tripping lately.
They'll do what?
If they would do a Keith Thurman versus Thurman, I mean
Shit, if
Keith
they want
Thurman
to help,
versus Brunner.
if they want to help, say if they want to really sell a pay-per-view fight, and you know, and the fans might be okay, I'll do it. You know, even though they don't really care for it. But if you want some casual attraction, you're gonna have to go that route, bro.
Word.
That if you want some casual attraction, like you trying to get, you want you that'd be in your best interest. If not, you know, Keith Thurman finna get well, I ain't gonna say he gonna get killed off by it, but it's just a possibility he just gonna get, you know, killed off the scene by one of the top guys.
Yeah.
You know how it is in the movie when your character is no longer relevant, they kill you off, right?
Hmm. That's right.
Yeah, that's just like how they did Sean Porter. They killed his character, they killed his role. He was done. I told y'all that a long time ago. I told y'all a long time ago that they killed. They was all they was doing was pass the pussy to Sean Porter. They ain't need
Hmm.
him no more. He wasn't selling no tickets. He ain't had no drawing, no following. So it was like what they need him for.
Hmm.
All now at that point they just needed him for a barrier for you know, for Earl. That was it.
And that's why I think that Keith is trying to aim for that Tank fight since
Keep
they
trying to
stirred
ask
it
that
up.
thing like,
Oh yeah, because that would give him more eyes from the casuals than Brunner, and it would be
yeah,
cheaper than Brunner.
yeah, I hear you.
Hmm. And less,
But
and more controlled environment.
yeah, and see, let me tell you this. A sad thing, like I told you over the phone a while ago with Barrios. Poe Barrios, he just happened to be in the way, and they able to use him as a floater. Like, you know, he like a he pretty much like a floater. He a guy that you know got too big for the weight, and he moved up real fast. So he was at the right time. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
He was the right barrier at the right time, and his career is not going to be what it could have been because they just using him as a yo-yo piece. You understand what I'm saying? They using him as a saving tool to save they prize fighters. You know, instead of just getting to the point. You understand what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because
Yes.
ain't no way in the hell Barrios supposed to have came in and got no damn Keith Thurman fight. I'm
No
sorry.
way. No way.
Yeah, no way, bro. No way. Hold on, let me see what they saying. Jimbo hashtag MOB says Thurman versus Barrios should have been on free TV and in Florida. Absolutely. It should have been right here in Clearwater. Or in no, it should have been in Tampa. Yeah, it should have been in Tampa. Uh it would have pulled in 5 million viewers and sold a ton of tickets in Florida Arena. That would have been much better with boxing. I mean, it might, yeah, it would have sold some tickets. It would have sold some tickets, you know. Harold Trim says burrito is a journeyman. Harold Trim, you was wild, man. You shot out. Harold Trim, where you been at, man? But you must be talking about Barrios. Barrios, you calling him burrito? But you know, they just that's what they did to Barrios, man. They played with his career, bro. You know, and he don't care. He like shit. I'm getting the payday here. If my career would have just went any normal way, I probably wouldn't even got these. It would have been another 5 or 10 years before another 5 years before Barrios would have even been recognized like that. You know what I mean? So he like shit, whatever, probably. And
Yep.
and salute to Barrios, man. He going in there. He ain't ducking no smoke. Whether you think he an opportunist or not, he ain't ducking no smoke. and he ain't laying down. He going there, he giving it his all. And Barrios, the thing about Barrios, he ain't had a power. You could tell he clearly didn't have enough power for Keith Thurman to keep him off of him like that. Even
Mm-hmm.
though he did hurt Keith Thurman like one time or something like that or whatever, but he just didn't have enough, man. He didn't have enough, you know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
at the welterweight division. But I definitely would love to see Keith Thurman, not Keith Thurman, Barrios, against some of those other guys at welterweight, just to see how I don't think he just no major threat, but it'd be good to see how he match up against some of those little lower level guys at welterweight division.
Mm-hmm.
See how he match up because he was able to sustain some punishment. So hey, just imagine him against a like a Stanionis or Delorme's and guys like that.
Mm-hmm.
But see, they're not gonna do burials like that. They're gonna keep throwing, cast them in the fire. Watch what I tell you. They're gonna find somebody else to throw them in the way of, so they can hold back one of they golden prizes.
He
I
better
believe
go
that's what they're
back
gonna
down.
do.
He better
Huh?
go back down to 140, man, and save his career.
Well, he gonna have to take
At
that in his own
147, he's
hand.
gonna be taking some whoopings.
Yeah, he gonna take some whooping. I don't see him beating too many beat no hardly nobody at all. He might get a little lucky win every now and then, but that'll be it for him.
Mm-hmm.
He just don't got the power, man. He a decent fighter. He's a pretty decent fighter. He just don't got the power. He's a big guy, but he just don't got the punching power like that at that weight class. To me, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he says,
I didn't see
"What you
no
about to
kind of
say?"
power from him. I didn't see no threat really, except for when he did some body punches and he wasn't consistent with it.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't like I said. It wasn't nothing to it wasn't no ooh shit. It wasn't nothing to be like, damn.
Yeah.
Barrios might be a problem at the welterweight division.
Yeah.
Now, what he would do, he just a matchup. He'd be a good matchup, just a good filler, in the division. But as far as like a threat, no,
Yes.
he ain't threatening nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that. You know what I mean? Let me see
Mm-hmm.
what they say in the chat real quick. It says, Tank will only move to 144 if it means win another regular WBA belt. Tank wants to become at least the four division regular champion. Um, Harold Trim says, I think Keith hurt his hand. He should get Mikey. Yeah, Mikey, that'd be a good fight because Mikey ain't gonna let his hands go either.
Yeah, Mikey
Uh,
would be a good fight for him too. Yeah. But
yeah,
nobody knows what Mikey gonna do. Is
yeah,
Mikey
no,
the
yeah,
same? Is Mikey the same after that Sindor fight? Is he the same? He just lost to Sandor Martin. So is he the same now? So if I'm not sure if they would want to do that. Because all that would do is it would give good publicity for Thurman, but pretty much it would do nothing for Mikey unless Mikey can win. I think you got yourself on mute, bro.
yeah, because you was talking. That's why.
Okay. So what do you think about that? You think they would Mikey would want to take a risky fight like that after losing to Sandor Martin?
I don't know. Mikey ready to cash out too, man, because he was talking about some. He'll take the fight with Bud and all that. He ready to cash out too. Mikey know his he at the end of the tunnel too. Mikey ain't. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't even care if I don't even care if I don't even care to see Mikey fight again. That's how disgusted I am with Mikey fighting right now. Like it's almost a waste of time. He just in
Mm,
the way. To be honest with you, Mikey ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. Just being in the way, collecting the paycheck, getting on somebody's nerves, holding up progress. That's all he doing.
mm, mm, mm.
I don't care to see him fight no more. I don't care to see Danny Jacobs fight no more. It's just some guys I just don't care if they fight again.
Mm.
Danny, he just horrible. I fall asleep watching all Danny Jacobs fight.
Yeah, I expected a little bit more from him too.
Yeah, but I mean, but you know that I mean that'd be a good easy payday for Thurman. Though, because Mikey ain't gonna do nothing. You know he got to stop Keith Thurman. He be the hope Keith Thurman run out of gas, and that'll be the time he gets some success. But as far as like early in the round, Keith Thurman gonna take off on Mikey. It ain't gonna be boring, bro. We gonna turn Mike into a punching bag early.
Yeah, because if Earl Spence could do footwork around Mikey like that, you could imagine what Keith Thurman would do with that
Yeah,
footwork. It would reach.
yeah, you know, and Keith Thurman is a real cerebral fighter though, you know, so he know how to navigate and use his advantage. He could, especially a slow plodding guy like Mikey. He gonna try the shit out of Mikey, bro. He'll try the fuck out of Mikey.
Hmm. But
Yeah,
that'd be a
real.
good way for Keith Thurman to build himself up, though.
You say what?
But that would be a good way for Keith Thurman to build himself up. Besides the team fight,
Yeah,
besides
yeah.
a
Now, if he
Bronner
really
fight.
want to, if he really want to build, Mikey and
Mhm.
Broner would be his comeback fight. He can win them. He can win them fights right there. He can win that. That'll be
Yeah.
easy come up right there for him. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So but I don't know, man. But you know, a lot of people don't think Keith Thurman's serious, but I think Keith Thurman is. I don't. I mean, it's kind of hard to say, but he seemed like he looked like he was kind of serious last night. You know, like he back into it a little bit. So I don't know, man. I need to see a little bit more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't judge it by the Barrios fight.
Yeah,
You know.
it's kind of hard to gauge with the Barrios fight. Like I said, Barrios is a 122-pound fighter. He's starting the game with 122. And I mean, at the end of the day, man, he was a little guy. I remember him at Brandon Kraft's boxing gym, Outlaws boxing gym, in whatever in California. But he started out with because Ellie used to always interview him all the time when he had the
Mm-hmm.
little rat there. I remember Barrios when he was about 15, 16, before he even
Mm-hmm.
turned pro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was before he even turned pro. Yep, so he was, you know, so I don't know if you look at it, Keith Thurman didn't gain anything but rounds because at the end of the day, people gonna say, "Oh man, he struggled with a little guy. Tank knocked him out. Blase Squaze, this, that, and the other." And then he
Mm-hmm.
went to decision with him. He didn't drop him. He didn't knock him out. Even if he'd have knocked him out, they still gonna say he lost. He knocked out a little guy. So he really ain't
Mm-hmm.
got nothing to gain from that fight. He just didn't.
Yeah, that's what I
You
think
know.
too. It's
Yeah.
like a measuring stick. That's it. That's all it seemed like to me, a measuring stick, a business measuring stick, because it didn't do nothing else.
Hold on. Harold Trim said, "Trap, did you buy the pay-per-view?" He said, "I mean, bro, I ain't bought no pay-per-views none this year. I ain't buying nothing until they give me the fight I want to see. I ain't buying no more fights no more. I'm done with that. I done spent way too much bread on boxing. They ain't giving me what I want to see. When they give me the fights I want to see, then I start back buying them. Other than that, hell no. Mm-mm. We ain't doing that no more.
But
I'm
Thurman
done.
should appear in the rankings, back in the rankings again, either this month or next month.
Who?
Thurman, Keith Thurman, he should appear back in the top 15,
Oh, okay.
hmm especially on WBC
Oh,
and
yeah.
WBA because Barrios was I think he was ranked numbers the top 15. But then they took Barrios out of there. So it was a mess with WBA. So I'm waiting for their
Yeah.
rankings to drop. Then you'll be able to really tell where Keith Thurman is at.
And I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna lie. I told you this behind the scenes. I thought Keith Thurman was gonna struggle in this fight a little bit more. I thought he was gonna have a hard time, but he didn't have a hard time like I thought he did. Was.
Yeah, I thought Barrios would push him a little bit more. You know what I mean? Would try to
Yeah,
come and get it.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Take it to him.
Yeah, he ain't pressed that envelope enough. You know, he tried to outbox Keith and all that shit, and Keith,
Yeah.
he ain't think Keith was gonna bring that pressure like that. Salute to you, Derek Bailey. He ain't think Keith was gonna bring that pressure like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I thought Keith, like I said, I thought he did pretty good. He did all right to me, so but like I said, it's kind of hard to gauge against Barrios, but from what I've seen, I thought he looked pretty good. And I can't. We really don't know until he actually get in there with those other guys. So we could speculate all we want to, but we
Yep.
can't write him off until somebody beat Keith. I need to see one of these guys actually knock off Keith Thurman.
Hmm.
Bottom line, yeah. What you got on that?
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I got to see him fight a welterweight to know what Keith Thurman is. You know, it was like it was too easy for him yesterday. It was just too easy. You know, it was a meaningless fight, like you was talking about. It was a fight that if he knocked him out, they say he knocked out the little guy. He goes the distance. They say, "Dag, he didn't knock him out." You know what I mean? So he couldn't win for losing in a situation like that, and that's why I say that possibly he trying to stir up that Tank invitation again. You know, since Tank is an attraction instead of just a fighter. You know, so that's what I think is going to happen. He's bidding for that fight more so than a Brunner fight, and more so than a Mikey fight. But he will take that Mikey fight in a heartbeat. But I don't think Mikey will get in there because he just lost to Santor Martin, and Keith ain't gonna bring that much money as like a Crawford or somebody like that would bring.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Most
Man,
of
I
these
don't know.
guys at the end of their career.
So do you mind? Do you like the fact that Keith Thurman is back into the talks again, or you don't really care about? You don't want to see Keith in it again? What's your stance on this?
I would like him to go after the welterweights. Don't try to go after just some money fight with Tank. You know, I would like him to try to fight Crawford or something like that, but I would like him to first fight a welterweight before you try to fight somebody like that. You know, test the waters. Kind of yesterday they insinuated in the prelims during the broadcast. They said that he was offered the Abel Ramos fight and he turned it down.
Well, I
So
mean, that wasn't no guaranteed win for him, probably.
that's not a guaranteed win. No, definitely not.
No, Keith looking at it like he don't know where he at probably all the way. So he probably was looking like, no, let me get this Barrios fight. Let me see what I'm working with, and then we'll go from there. See how this hand working with. You know what I mean? Because
Yes,
I can't risk. Yeah,
he's rebuilding himself. I agree, and he should
yeah.
because he's injury prone. He's gonna really have to check out a nutritionist real bad, bro.
Bro,
To
Keith
get
Thurman got about like 3, 4 more fights, bro, and he done.
yeah, I could see that.
I believe he got about 3, 4 more fights, bro. He done. Hold on, there's somebody talking to you in the chat. Thomas Moreland, what's good to you? Salute to you, bro. Harold Trimby says, "Did you hear?" Okay, no, no, no. He says AB versus sometimes is a must see fight. Call Keith Thurman sometimes. Harold, you on that BS today, man. Salute to you, Derek Bailey. He said I was waiting on Keith Thurman to gas out. Harold Trim, he says, "Hey Mark, do you think once Keith Thurman knew he was victorious, he put on the MC Hammer shoes?"
MC Hammer shoes for Barrios. That's
Yeah.
what he loves. That's his thing, you know. That's his thing, man. You know, he has happy feet. So that's basically Keith Thurman's thing, you know. And I think that's what makes the Bud fight interesting is that he has them feet.
That nigga Keith Thurman got stamina issues because every time he get hit or he get out of gas, to if he get severely fatigued or get hurt, he gonna that hoe gonna spit that mouthpiece out every time, or he gonna hope put it in his hand or something. Like he gonna do that every time. You notice that?
It's them body shots. He need a nutritionist. He's
Keith said, "I
he's
can't
something
breathe."
he's doing that's not right.
Keith said he can't breathe.
Something he's doing ain't right, bro. He needs to do something differently. He needs to go see a nutritionist. He's not doing something right.
Yeah,
You know, or his exercise regimen is causing him to get injured. You know, because if he's doing 800 sit-ups a day, when I was a kid, I used to try to do sit-ups every commercial while I watched like a 2-hour show. So it ended up being somewhere around there too, and I end up pulling a stomach muscle and have to go to the hospital to see what was going on with my stomach. You know, so Keith Thurman's issues could be overworking his abdomen too. You know,
I don't know because his abs looked way more better than they normally look. So I don't know I don't know.
that's what
It's
I
kind of
mean. He
hard
should
with
get
Keith.
hurt to the body like that. Because it's not just the shape of the abs, but you have to have the hardness with the medicine bag. I don't know if they still do that today. You know, in most gyms, you know, used to do sit-ups and you get hit with the medicine bag back in the
Yeah,
day.
yeah. hmm I know what you're talking about.
Hmm. And I'm not
Yeah,
sure if he's doing that right there. He might be doing the sit-ups, but he's not doing the clinching where there would be tightness for when he gets the touch of the impact, you know,
yeah.
and it'd be muscle
Hey,
memory that could do that for him.
hey, y'all do me a favor. Y'all jab that like button for your boy, man. You know, I ain't gonna say it all show like I used to. If you want to hit that like button, do. If not, that's cool too. If you want to donate to the channel, link to the cash app is in the description box. That's cool. I appreciate everybody coming in here showing some love today. You know, I really do. But back on Keith Thurman though. Yeah, I see what you're saying though, as far as like, weak to the body. Let me see what they're saying real quick. Wilby's Comfort, Omaha, new owner, Sharon Charman Chucky. He says, keep no time Thurman needs to needs to with his turn. Oh, he needs to wait his turn. That's what you meant to say. Harold Trim, he said, Trapper Mark, after the fight, I couldn't sleep. I saw Keith playing the flute in the Bollywood movie. Let's unscrew some light bulbs together. Oh man. But y'all all over Keith, man. Y'all let Keith live, boy, I tell you.
I'm gonna tell you,
Hey,
it was weird to see him fight without his ponytail, though.
yeah,
That was weird.
absolutely. hmm hey, so real quick, man, before we get ready to close out, what else you want to talk about real quick before we shut down? Man? Anything you want to cover real quick?
Hey, who you think Canelo's gonna fight?
I don't think he tried fighting no damn Charlo. I can tell you that. I don't see him fighting. I think that's all just smoke and mirrors. But I think that's a smoke screen, bro. And
Mm,
and I'm gonna tell you something. I mean, I I think he'll stop Charlo, but I think Canelo gonna fight Joe Smith Jr., bro.
mm.
Or better be no, Joe Smith Jr. or what's the other guy name? The
Bivol.
cruiserweight. Nah, he
What
ain't
about
nah,
Bivol?
not Bill. Nah, he ain't gonna
Too
fight Bill.
awkward.
But what's that dude name? What's his name? Makubu? What's his
Makabel.
name? Yeah,
Makab.
him.
Mm,
He might fight him. I mean, I really ain't put too much thought into it because he ain't no telling who Canelo gonna fight. I mean, it ain't
mm,
like he gonna lose to any one of them anyway, so it really don't matter which way he go. So it just
mm.
depends on what his itinerary looking like and who. who he trying to incorporate in his itinerary.
Hmm. Yeah, I think
But who he gonna fight? Who you think he gonna fight?
I don't know. I I heard I heard Showtime is offering 40 million for him to fight Charlo, and I heard that Hearns is offering him a two fight deal for 100 million.
Man,
So, and I don't, and in my club, my my Cuba is actually promoted by Don King. So I'm not sure if Don King would be willing to try to match some 40 and 50 million dollars. You know what I mean?
yeah. I'm gonna tell you. I don't know why they throwing their money away like that. Canelo with these bum fights. Like I mean, they just yeah, Canelo is worth the money, but the fighters who he fighting, it ain't worth the money. Like I'm just being honest. Like, come on, man. They just I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I think they're trying
Maybe
to get Canelo's like um he's like a high price item that if you have that high price item, you can use it for marketing, but you won't make that much money off of it. It's just like paying for advertisement. You know, so
yeah,
if they was gonna
that's
use
all
it,
they doing.
so if they was gonna use a budget for like $40 million, like in their budget to do a marketing, scheme, they would say, hold on, but Canelo could bring us the same amount of, you know, views that we need. He could bring us the same amount of casual eyes. He could bring us a different crowd. If he brings his crowd, then we will get more subscriptions like with Showtime and with the Zone. You
Yeah,
know, I think they're looking at it more like marketing than they're looking at it more like a good business move. Because I
yeah,
mean, imagine
yeah.
investing in somebody for $40 million for 45 minutes. That's kind of tough.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost $1 million. That's almost
Especially
a
when
million
you
dollars around, bro.
especially when you don't know who the hell they fighting, and only they countrymen know who the hell they like. Oh, he fighting. They fighting Makabu. They only the country. Like in Makabu, they know this motherfucker. Like they don't know him in America. Like, come
Mhm.
on, that I mean, you want everybody to tune in.
But
So it's like, how,
the
what
basis
now?
of sorry about that. The basis of him wanting to fight Makabu was because Makabu kind of like bought bought boxing into Congo. So they was using it kind of like um how could I say it? Kind of more like almost like a charity event.
Yeah,
It's almost a semi exhibition, except for Canelo wins a title and it goes on his legacy as he's winning a cruiserweight title. So
yeah,
he has that option because he has the bread already. He could do a charity thing with Makabu because it would basically be charity. I don't think Don King gonna kick out that money like that, try to match the Zone and Showtime. You
mm,
know, I don't think they're gonna do that. So I think if he did it, it would be a charity event. From what I hear, he's still gonna do it though. But that money on that table, yes, they say money talks, and that other stuff walk. So you never know what Canelo's gonna do. He got so many options, bro. He may not do none
yeah.
of the things we talking about, and it would still be approved.
Got you.
Mhm.
Mm. Yeah, well, let me read a few of these, and we finna get ready to close out, man. He says, Harold Trump said, "You guys think Cam versus Devin will happen?" I don't know, man. I don't think so. I think Lou DiBella's going into the most bang for his buck. You know, the ball done got in his court, and I think he gonna grind and squeeze every bloody coin he can out of Cambosos until he can't no more. You know, because he done been put on the back burner, and he want his little shine back. And Ludabella is petty like that, you know, but that's what's probably gonna happen. So I ain't gonna get
Mhm.
my hopes high about that. I never do anyway. I'm to the point now. I don't even pay no attention to the politics no more. I just when they make the fight, that's when I get excited. Other than that, I don't care.
Yes.
Um,
Loma
Harold,
is more. Loma has more of a chance than those other guys.
yeah. Harold Trump says after AJ beats Ugas, I see them pushing the WBA Mando on him. Bud needs to take the fight, put pride aside, in my opinion. Well, I mean, they never even gave Bud an offer though. Harold Trump. He can't take what they ain't gave him. Really,
That's
that's
right.
just what Earl was saying. Earl, Earl don't call no shot. He was just flogging anyway.
Hmm.
Truth be told, Jamal Wright, salute to you. He said keep Thurman a tune up for Spence. I don't know about that, bro. I have to see it.
Hmm.
I gotta see these. I gotta see these guys knock Keith off, man. I ain't gonna just write him off like that. I gotta see him get knocked off. You know, Harold Trimmy says two or more pay-per-views coming up. Can Mark and Trav help a broke brother out? This guy here, man. Harold Trim on one today. That PBC shouldn't be thirsty for Canelo chasing. Canelo means pay-per-view for us, absolutely.
Hmm.
Everybody said trap facts at Harold Trim. You got anything to add on that, Mark?
What'd he say?
No, I was just reading off the comments.
I didn't hear that part. The last
Which
one.
part?
The last comment.
Uh, well, he says PBC shouldn't be thirsty for Canelo. Chasing Canelo means more pay-per-views for us.
Yeah, pretty much. That's definitely a pay per view. If you're paying that joker 40 million, $50 million,
Yeah, that's
that
ridiculous, man.
whew, that's
It's
high.
not like I go back to what I was saying again. Like who he fighting that's worth that money? Me, okay. Now, in my opinion, if you gonna pay Canelo $40 million, bro, 50 million, or even 60 or something like that, he need to be fighting Andre Ward, bro. That's just my opinion.
Something like
That's
that.
just me. Yeah, but I can't make Ward fight. I'm just saying it got to be a fight like that. Something that's
Like that. Yeah. Like
yeah, the
that.
way where you like you think well he's not the favorite.
Hmm.
You know, Jamal Wright said he said Spence said 60-40 first. Bud got to accept the offer, and then you send a contract.
That ain't, hey, the fighters do not send the offers. The fighters do not send the offers. It's the managers and the promoters that have conversations with each other, and then they come and present it to the fighters. It's not the fighters dictate to what the split is going to be before they even see what money is on the table. That makes no sense.
It's it's only two fighters that's doing that, and you can pretty much say three. You got Canelo. Floyd ain't fight. Well, Floyd was when he was fighting, and I'm gonna
Hmm.
say AJ pretty much. They dictating shit. Like
Yes,
everybody else just talking.
yes, yes, and
They just
Fury,
talking.
Fury too.
Yeah, he don't got in that lane now.
Yeah,
Cause Fury just yeah, they need Fury because Fury just quit. He just quit and say fuck it.
yep.
Yeah, do I think Ward will come back? No, I don't think Ward coming back. No, I don't think he coming back, bro. I think it's a wrap. Wow, yeah, it's over with for Ward. He ain't coming back.
But when I asked someone about the 60-40, the the 60-40 was in discussion about pay-per-view percentages. And but it's not an offer. It's a suggestion,
Yeah.
you know.
I ain't take him serious when he said it anyway, cause I already know he ain't no boss. So it's like, what are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Harold Twin says, no, EJ is the chosen one. His word is gold. Absolutely. Absolutely. He was at the fight. I wonder what EJ was thinking about Thurman last night. I wonder what did anybody see, did he do an interview last night on what he thought
I
about Keith
don't
Thurman?
know.
I seen him in the crowd. He was at the
I don't
fight.
know.
And that's one thing I can say about Earl, and I hate this about Adrian Broner and the Charlo twins. When they had them fights, it's like they never watching. All they doing is talking and playing. I'm gonna tell you who paying attention to them fights. You got Tank and Earl, they watching them fights. They ain't even hardly blinking. They paying attention. Now unless one of them cats try to distract them, but Earl be locked in.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be sitting right in the middle of them while they playing and they ain't even studying nothing. He'd be locked in on the fight, watching,
Mm-hmm.
not even blinking.
Mm-hmm. Oh
So
yeah.
I gotta say he really is a student of the sport. Like he's a king. He be locked in on that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a real
Yeah,
fan too. There's a
absolutely.
lot of boxers that's not no fans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what make me question, like I said, when the cats be up there playing all the time, it's just like, what the hell you came there for? You came all the way that long to, I didn't in the mouth to come up there to play and shit. Like, you supposed to be watching the fight, And then they
That's
be
that
acting, they
social
be rolling up
media.
like, what you thought about such and such and the fight? You like, ah. So they like, bitch, I'm sitting there watching you. I'm like, nigga, you ain't even watched the shit. What the hell this fool talking about? You ain't even watched the shit. You playing the whole motherfucking time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Asking Carlo, they don't know what the hell happened. They was playing, talking and playing.
And did you see the Eubanks fight?
No.
Man, he did an imitation of Roy Jones Jr. like crazy, bro.
Oh yeah, who he fought?
He, he fought Liam Williams.
Oh, he knocked him out.
Nah, he went the distance, but
Oh,
he schooled him. But I'm saying that, bro, if you've seen it, I mean, he's doing a complete imitation of Roy. Even the way he held his neck, man, before he throw the punch, man. He even did the chicken punch, man.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
You know
gotta
how
watch.
Roy
It
do
was on
that
the
thing with
zone,
his
right?
shoulders? It was weird,
Yeah,
man. It was weird, man. It was like looking at an imitation Roy Jones Jr., a
it was on
knockoff
the
of him.
zone, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
it was
I'm gonna check
weird,
out
bro.
Chris Eubank. I'm gonna check out Junior. See what he talking about. But yeah, man. I'm gonna read these last couple of comments. We from the close out, man. Jamal
Mm.
Rice said, "Bud is the B. Bud is the B side to Spence soon. Bud will realize that we can get the fight."
I don't think
Jamal
Bud care
Rice.
about no A side or B side. I don't think he
Jamal
care
Rice. Here
about
we
that.
go with this A side, B side talk. Hold on. Harold Trill said Charlo let his brother get slapped. I heard. He sat his drink down and said, Why you hit my brother? Heard said, because he looks like you. Oh man, this nigga Harold, man. What you on tonight, Harold, man? You playing, bro. Harold Bobo bad as hell tonight, man. I don't know what the hell Harold Trim on tonight. AZ said Chris you think is a pretender. Yeah,
You
you've been
say.
listening to Made Man. Hey, when you say you stink, that's that made man talk there. He want to call Chris Eubank Chris you stink.
Oh man, that's cool.
Let me see. LW say Eubank was playing with his food. He should have stopped that guy. Kenneth Johnson laughing at us, man. He laughing at Harold Trim because Harold Trim is the clown, man. That dude there is off the chain, man.
Wow, man.
Harold Trim need to do some stand up comedy or something. Yeah, man. But yeah, man. You got anything else besides that though, Mark?
Nah, not that anything
Yeah,
I could think of. Not.
yeah. But what I'm gonna do is, man, I'm gonna close out by once again, man. I gotta give my respect pay my respect, man, to Curtis Anderson, man, aka Curtis Sugar.
No
Like I
doubt, no
said,
doubt.
a big brother to us, a major piece in the boxing community. Man, we love you, Kurt. We miss you, man, and we'll do anything to hear your mouthpiece, man. We always gonna be listening to you on these old videos and shows, man. Trying to soak up that old knowledge, even though I can recall a lot of stuff, because I used to listen to Kurt all the time, man. So
Mm-hmm.
I remember a lot of stuff he said and what he talked about, in my mind, So, but it's gonna be always good to go back and refresh and just to hear him again, man, because Kurt called it how he seen it, and a lot of times he called it the truth. It was real. Whatever he called out, it was pretty much accurate a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
the man knows boxing, man. R.I.P. Kurt, man. Rest easy, Kurt. We love you, man, and
RIP.
condolences to your family, man. It's Will Be Confident Omaha new owner Charmin Chucky said he said they're not gonna let Crawford fight Spence, but they're gonna let him move up to 154 to get a fight. The winner of Castano versus Charlo. This is called saving Spence. Hey man, I, I agree with you on that. Harold Trim says thank you for a great collaboration. You welcome, Harold Trim. And he says RP Kurt Sugar, absolutely. On that note though, man, we finna close out, man, and shout out to everybody who came through and loaned the air, man. Much love to y'all. I sure appreciate y'all for showing through, showing love. Y'all jab that like button on the way out the door. And once again, we out of here and we catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Peace.